I'm ready if you need something.
In the town on the pack hole tonight. You in?
You bet. I'm dying for some target practice.
Last guy didn't sit for a week. Didn't even know what hit him.
You just say the word, boss.
Huge explosion. I run over, place is gone. Must have been one of those muties with the nukes. Still,
Was a bet gonna see who could down a mutie.
I found all of the hidden cappies. Each one had a letter.
Great. Let me take a look at these letters. Well, anyone who stared at Nuka-Cola merchandise as long as I have would get this one pretty fast. The letters definitely spell refreshing. It's simpler than I was expecting.
Well, of course it's simple. The contest was meant for kids.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I guess sometimes I take all of this Nuka-Cola stuff so seriously. This door should lead to Brad Burton's office, but it's locked up tight. The keypad is the only way to open it. I guess we just need to key in the 10 numbers that correspond to the word refreshing. You did all the work looking for the hidden cappies, so you should be the one who gets to enter the code. That's it! The door's unlocked! Let's go inside! Let's search carefully. I'm willing to bet this place has a few secrets, and they'll probably be well hidden. Wow! This is amazing. The formula would be hidden somewhere. No way Bradburton would leave it out in the open. Wish I could have been here before the war. You know, just to see what it was like.
I've got your back, boss.
Nice.
Look, Bradburton, I didn't fly down from DC to get jerked around. You either sign off on Project Cobalt or I can
Just
walk right out
look
that
at
door.
this place.
This isn't like deciding what color bottle to pick for our next flavor. In regards to Nuka-Cola Clear production, I think it's obvious that we need to take a step back and examine the facts.
Search carefully. What we're
Project
looking for might
Cobalt
not be
dropped
easy
quantum
to
in our
find.
laps.
Look
So I think it's
at
best we
that.
leverage its potential popularity
Mr.
before someone
Bradburton,
else beats
you
us
were
to market.
one sneaky devil.
Additionally, installing the equipment to produce both flavors would cost us a pretty penny, and I'd rather use the funds to promote quantum. We also have our lemon lime flavor debuting soon. I need to work out how to market two clear-colored flavors
Wow.
simultaneously.
What is this place?
With all
Let's
these
take a
factors
closer
taken
look.
into account, I have no choice but to hold off Nuka-Cola Clear production for at least the next 2 fiscal years.
The formula's got to be past this door. Now this looks interesting. Come on. What? On Earth? Wait. No. It can't be. That's John Caleb Bradburton! Or at least it's his head. Wow!
Bingo.
Who are you? I haven't seen a real human. Face in so long. I had given up all hope.
Oh my god! It's alive! He's alive! My name's Sierra, sir. I'm your biggest admirer. I love Nuka-Cola more than anything.
You need something
This
done?
is such an honor.
Your man.
You there, with the pit boy. What are you doing here?
This whole thing is Sierra's idea. She came here to solve your hidden Cappy contest.
The hidden Cappy contest. It all seems so long ago. Another lifetime. That was before I became this monster. Before I was trapped here for centuries to suffer in solitude. This was General Braxton's plan all along. Damn the man. He called it Project Cobalt. In exchange for my weapon design, he would give me access to life-extending technology. I'm such a fool for taking him at his word. He never told me that this would be the price.
Who was General Braxton?
He was one of the top men in the Army Research Laboratory's Weapons and Materials Division. He'd taken a keen interest in my quantum mechanics research and offered me a trade. In exchange for my assistance on a top-secret weapons project, he gave me access to an experimental process that would artificially extend my life. Like a fool, I leapt before I looked. I've certainly paid the price for my short-sightedness.
A weapon? I don't believe it. Why would the genius who brought so much joy to the world want to make something destructive?
Genius is restless, madam. It must expand, seek new challenges, and explore new frontiers. So yes, a weapon. It was going to be a quantum-enhanced variant of the standard portable tactical warhead. In fact, the prototypes are stored in this very chamber. You can have them on one condition. I want you to shut off the power to this machine that's keeping me alive. I want to die.
What? No!
Yeah. If our places were reversed, I'd probably want the same thing.
Then I trust you will honor my wish.
You can't kill him. He's a great man. He invented Nuka-Cola, the best thing in the world.
Lady, you don't know what a torment it is. Being trapped here alone and staring at the same wall, decade after decade. Now please shut up while I talk to your more rational friend here. I realize that what I'm asking isn't easy, but there's something in it for you. When the power is cut, the door to the prototype storage room will open automatically. Take anything you want. I don't care anymore. Just please, set me free at last. I can't bear this loneliness any longer.
Wait. I have an idea. Mr. Bradburton wants to die because he's lonely, right? Well, maybe I could stay with him, you know? Keep him company, give him someone to talk to. He's like a hero to me.
That's not happening. I want that experimental ammunition.
I know, but I have something else that I can offer you instead. At least hear me out. I've got a limited edition Nuka-Cola jumpsuit. It's really stylish and not many were made. It's one of my most treasured possessions, but, well, I'm willing to let you have it.
A Nuka-Cola jumpsuit? Ha! That's a paltry prize compared to what I'm offering. The choice is yours, but I beg you to honor my wishes. There is no one else who can help me.
I sort of feel sorry for him.
Hey, Sierra.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but what's your decision?
No deal. I want that prototype, and I'm going to get it.
You really want to condemn one of the greatest minds of his generation to die, even though I've offered you a better option. And just so you can get your hands on a weapon? Guess I didn't realize you were so cold-hearted and selfish. Fine then. Destroy one of our national treasures.
Finally. Free at last.
No! Mr. Bradburton! I'm sorry.
Yes.
Maybe you did the right thing. I don't know. I feel so conflicted about all of this.
You wanted the Nuka-Cola formula? Here it is.
So it really was here. I'm grateful. I don't think this means I've forgiven you. You killed the man who was my greatest hero. A man who revolutionized the soft drink industry, and whose creations put smiles on a million faces. Who the hell are you to just walk in here and destroy all that?
You're being selfish, Sierra. This wasn't about what you wanted. It was about what he needed.
What he needed? I hadn't thought of it that way. It's just that never, not in my wildest dreams, did I think I'd get the chance to talk to Mr. Bradburton in person. To get an opportunity like that, and then have it snatched away. It hit me pretty hard. Still, I can't overlook the fact that for one glorious shining moment, I got to meet the man who invented Nuka-Cola. I'll never forget that. Not ever. And it wouldn't have been possible without your help. Thank you.
It's been an interesting experience.
For both of us, here. I know it's not much, but you really went above and beyond the Call of Duty. I think I'll stick around here for a while and see what else I can find. By the time I'm done, I'm gonna need a much bigger building to house my Nuka-Cola museum.
Going up. Or
Huh? Sorry, boss. Got a job coming up. Just thinking through the steps.
New boss, huh? Don't worry. I don't cause problems. Seems like the work never ends, but I'll get it done. Somehow.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you and Nuka World's favorite Cyclops are standing here, well, I suppose he expects you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
Hey now, no convincing, just a friendly conversation between like-minded individuals.
Whoa there. I haven't decided yet.
Well, then let me help you make up your mind. Because it's a damn good idea. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
If I'm gonna do this, I don't want to hurt people.
No fun in that. But look, you're the overboss. You decide you want to sweet-talk the poor sods we're gonna be dealing with instead of filling them full of lead? That's up to you. But I can't change the fact that you're gonna have to run some people out of their homes so we can give them to the gangs. No one said being boss was gonna be easy. Now, you just say if this is something you're ready to move on.
Let's discuss this later.
Up to you, boss. I'm not going anywhere.
Hey, Shank.
So you ready to get this show on the road, boss?
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears.
Shank ain't kidding. This is gonna be all kinds of fun.
So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things. Territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from. An outpost. And there are 2 ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave. Or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land? Or you want to wipe them out?
I think you know what I'd rather do, boss.
Let me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Once you've planted your flag in the place, I'll send a crew in to set up shop. Now, next up, you'll have to pick who you want to hold your outpost once it's established. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The Disciples.
Yeah? Better bring a tarp.
I'm sure the ladies will be happy to get some blood on their hands. For a good cause, of course. You know, for any cause.
That just leaves the target. Now for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again, make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
I'm ready.
Good. So, where do you want to hit? Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
Does that matter?
Only if you want to keep control of it. Targeting a settlement for a job is gonna break whatever connections you might have had to the place. Worth taking a moment to consider how much you like having that spot under your thumb. So, that the target?
That one's the target.
Ruthless. So, To get these folks to scram, you got two main options. Buy them out, or scare them off. Either way, the more afraid they are, the simpler or cheaper getting them gone will be. Lizzie Wyeth over with the operators should have some toys that'll make running them off easier. And it's worth keeping in mind, the more populated or fortified a place is, the more prep you're gonna want to do before trying to run them off. Happy hunting, boss.
Hi there! If you have any questions about Nuka World, I'd be delighted to answer them. And remember, if you collect a full set of park medallions, I'll give you a special reward.
Tell me more about these park medallions.
I'd be delighted to. Spread throughout the park are several dispensing machines that will give you a special park medallion. Once you've got a complete set, just bring them back to me for a special reward.
I've got a full set of park medallions.
So you do. Why, that's just nougatastic. Here's your special reward. What else would you like to know?
Tell me about the Nuka-Cola Corporation.
Our story begins in the year 2044, when soft drink pioneer John Caleb Bradverton created the formula for a drink he named Nuka-Cola. When released to the market, the delicious beverage was nothing short of a sensation, quickly becoming error. System malfunction.
You want the truth about Nuka-Cola? It's toxic swill that'll rot your teeth out, but you imbeciles gulp that poison sludge by the bottle.
System restored. With the release of our latest flavor, Nuka-Cola Quantum. Be sure to try a cold, refreshing bottle of Nuka-Cola Quantum today. What else would you like to know?
No questions for now.
In that case, thanks for error. System malfunction.
You're still here? Get the hell out of my face, you miserable, dung-sniffing dirt scratcher!
System restored. Have a great day!
What do you need today, boss?
What have you got?
A little bit of everything, really. General supplies, some components, that kind of thing. So, what can I get for you?
Sure. Let's take a look.
Sure thing.
Uh-huh.
welcome. So, you dealing with any injuries or illnesses today?
Yeah. See what's wrong with me, Doctor.
Of course. What seems to be the trouble?
Think I soaked up some rads out there.
All right, let's flush your system. Done. Now, was there anything else bothering you?
I'm pretty beat up.
Huh. You look fine, but... Oh, wait. Yep, that's gonna need to be set back in place. Let's get started. All done. Any other complaints?
No, we're done.
Fine. Come back later.
The guy selling chems is a little off.
Hey, Doc.
How are you feeling? I can take care of any sickness or injuries you might have.
A doctor? How did you end up in this place?
Well, it's a bit of a story. I used to live at a settlement west of here. We got hit by Coulter and his gang back when he had one. It was a tough fight. We killed some of theirs, they killed some of ours. There were wounded on both sides, but nobody could get to them. I called out for a ceasefire on the condition that I'd see to their injuries as well as ours. Saved a few lives that day, including Coulter's. When he set up this place, he came back for me. Said if I came along, he'd make sure his guys wouldn't hit our settlement again. Now this place is my home. Anyway, anything I can do for you? Treatment or supplies?
Not right now.
Okay. Don't worry about me. I'll stay in line.
Sure, I'm here to trade. But I'm not letting my guard down for a second.
Smells like dead meat.
Hey there, boss. You really laid a... Guess that means his big plans for the park died with him.
Keep talking, or I'll beat it out of you instead.
No need for that, boss. I'll tell you everything I know. Back when Coulter first took over, he had big ideas. And he made some big promises. His plan was to get the power plant back online and light up the whole park, making it easier to conquer and safer for all of us. We could have done it too, but things changed. Slowed down. Coulter stopped pushing, stopped caring so much.
Sounds like you just got comfortable.
Not my place to say, but I've heard some of that talk in the gangs. Well, I'm just a trader, so I know my opinion doesn't count for anything. But I still think it's a good plan. Hell, I might even give those poor bastards out in Dry Rock Gulch a fighting chance.
What poor bastards are you talking about?
Back when the raiders took over, some of us, the traders who were here before, I mean, got away. Last I heard, those folks were holed up in Dry Rock Gulch. They're probably struggling. If they're alive at all. You think you'll follow through on Coulter's plan? Get the juice flowing again?
Coulter had the right idea. I just might finish what he started.
I hope you do, boss. Truth is, I've dreamed about that day more than once. Not sure why, really. Maybe I've just grown attached to the place. What with all the work I've done on it. It sounds funny, I know, but I think Nuka World is something really special. I think she deserves to have her lights shine again. And just imagine, at night you'd see it for miles around. Folk would talk about it. They'd come from all over to shop in the market. That's a lot of caps for you and the gangs.
When you put it that way, it does sound like a pretty good idea.
It's your call, boss. But there's plenty of time to figure things out. Gotta get back to work here. See you around, boss.
The traders here are no better than slaves. Poor bastards. The raiders keep talking about bloodworms. I hope I never find out what those are.
Found some pretty good stuff while I was out on the road. Interested?
Let's see what you have.
guns and ammo
You
here.
see that crazy robot dressed like a bottle?
Buying or browsing?
Supplies of all kind for your journeys
Hi.
across the
Not
Commonwealth.
looking for trouble.
Got plenty
Just
of
some good
supplies for you,
deals.
boss.
Let me think it over.
Okay.
Came
Need
a
me to
long
look
way
at you,
to see
or
this
just
place.
That last one died too fast. I'm losing my touch.
3 rival gangs in one place? And they're not killing each other? Never
Feel
seen
kind of
anything
bad
like
for these traders, having to wear the. Dollars like that.
This place really makes me want a Nuka-Cola.
Life is short, boss. You better get your partying in now. Rooting around where you don't belong is a good way to start a fight.
Ain't too smart to come around after pissing in our watering hole.
Over, boss. Making trouble? Good.
I thought about trying my hand.
Coulter said we'd all... have more caps than we knew what to do with. I'm glad that bastard's dead.
Ought to be handing Nuka World over to the operators, boss. Place could use some folks with style.
Hey, Overboss. A pleasure. Shank said you might need some tools to ease relations with the people of the Commonwealth. Well, you've come to the right place. I've put together a couple of toys that should make getting what you want out of those rubes easier. Only thing we ask in return is that you remember the operators when you're handing out new territory on the other side of the mountains.
What exactly have you got?
So, first up, something to manipulate a target. It's a homemade distillation brewed to mimic human flight pheromones. Toss one of these grenades at the feet of your target, and convincing the wary settler suddenly becomes a much simpler affair. Now, to function effectively, I had to make the formula precise. So it's not going to work on people in any of the big towns like Bunker Hill or Diamond City, nor on caravanners. But for your purposes, hitting settlements out in the Commonwealth, it ought to give you a serious edge.
Stink bombs. Lovely.
Just give them a try first, Overboss. I think you'll enjoy the results. Here. Only had enough to make the one locally, but you can take the recipe as well, should you find yourself wanting more. So, the other trick up our sleeve is a little more broad spectrum than the grenades. Gulp down a couple lungfuls, and anyone you speak to will be far more apt to give you what you want. Plus, I've winnowed down the addiction risk to near zero, so no need to fear repeat usage. Here. Ingredients for that one have been tricky to find, but between that and the grenade, you should have no problem getting at least one settlement under your control before you have to brew up your own. And just remember us when you're crushing those poor settlers underfoot, hmm?
We'd all considered putting a bullet in Coulter's back at some point. Suppose you just beat us to it.
What are the other gangs gonna do with Nuka World? Turn it into a slaughterhouse? Barn?
Never did get why Coulter brought in 3 gangs to claim Nuka World. I mean, he had us. Don't need the rest.
There's some bad jobs here, but cleaning up the Pax hideout is the worst. Ugh, that smell.
Scamper off, cow.
Hey there, boss. What can I do for you?
Going up. Nuka Express.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. We are now arriving at the station. Please be sure to collect any children and personal belongings before exiting the Nuka Express. Nuka World is pleased to announce that a small portion of your admission fee will be donated to support our men and women fighting overseas.
A little young nigga ready to buck, to give a fuck, always out the ride, pulling these stunts for these sluts. It's the big old butts looking to fuck, but nowadays a little older, watching my grind. Ain't got the time for these bitches unless they fall in line. Cause in the streets the people come from any direction. Yo, fuck the stressing, I keep a blunt ready to smoke. I can't dwell on the shit that's out of my control, so I keep the phone fold just in case a nigga wanna know. When be out his mind, leave him pondering what's on the flow. Bitch, you need to know I ain't the nigga to test, cause when I'm stressed, only God knows what I'm capable of doing. So if I was you, I keep it moving. Don't try to act dumb. Don't catch a couple slugs buried in mud. You niggas get it? I'm done explaining myself. Just take it how it is, nigga. Get ready for hell. He made me do it as I ride by, smoking on a split. Hope the Lord that these niggas don't flip, cause he made me do it as I ride by, gripping on my nine. Hope the Lord that these niggas don't try, cause he made me do it as I ride by. Hope the Lord that these niggas don't flip, cause he made me do it as I ride by, gripping on my nine. Hope the Lord that these niggas don't try, cause he made me do it when I ride. That he pitching my nine, ready to die like I was big. Give me the roof, don't make me Get on your grind, pal. We do hard to speak your mind. Hope we could find him around. Keep firing! Cause I won't hesitate to put the bullet through your neck, stuff your face in your chest. Cause he made me do it. As I ride by, gripping on my nine, hope the Lord that these niggas don't try. Cause he made me do it. As I ride by, hope the Lord that these niggas don't flip. Cause he made me do it. As I ride by, gripping on my nine, hope the Lord that these niggas don't try. Cause he made me do it.
Bingo.
You ain't nothing but prey. Watch your neck.
Yeah. What up, shorty? I'll let your boy some.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
X688 sounded very impressed with your work at Libertalia. He doesn't give praise lightly. Well done.
I've got the report from Diamond City.
Good. I'll take that from you. I'll let you know when I need you to pick up the next report. That's all for now.
Aren't you going to offer me something in exchange for my help?
I thought Father brought you here to help us, not to play the mercenary. I suppose I was wrong. If I have to purchase your loyalty, so be it. It's not like I have much of a choice. Here, take these. They'll probably be more useful to you than they are to me. Anyway, like I said, I'll let you know when the next report's ready to be picked up.
I'm so happy you're on our side.
You just say the word, boss.
Hey.
What's up, boss?
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw.
Something I can do for you?
I'm here for your land. You should leave while you can still walk.
Whoa, whoa, take it easy, all right? Look, can't just abandon this place. It's home.
Look, I'm trying to help you here. You need to go. Now.
Oh, that's how it's gonna? Fine. Take it. Place is all yours.
Hey. All right, I guess.
As long as you value your life, the disciples are always the clearest choice.
The land's yours, okay?
Not gonna bother you, all right?
I'm gonna tear your fucking throat out!
Let's have some fun. I'm just getting started.
If you remain in the area, this notice required by law.
You're still alive? Christ!
Please step into the
Won't be
open
nothing left of you when
and
I'm done.
identify yourself. Please step into this and identify yourself. Abiding citizens, nothing to fear.
Why don't you just stop?
All clear. Going up. Eighth floor.
That's it.
No lock's gonna stand between the overboss and what she wants.
Hostile target detected.
can do this all day. Nice try, asshole. But I'm still standing.
What? You need something to take the edge off? Fred Allen, Hotel Rexford. He'll hook you up.
Hey there, boss. What can I do for you?
Downstairs. Don't bother the other patrons.
Peace, sister.
Stay free, sister.
Running from something? Welcome home.
Lady, I need to be a lot more high or a lot more drunk to be bothered right now.
Sweet Pip-Boy, sister. You hold on to that.
And pull up a chair. No need
Fred Allen is the
to
town
feel
drug addict. You have to hand it to him.
You're blocking my light,
Very
doll.
hard to maintain his target, despite dozens of potential
Smell that?
usurpers trying desperately
That's
to
freedom.
unseat him. How wonderful. Someone new. Is it true you're from one of those vaults? I met a few of your kind once before back in D.C. Charming people. Badly dressed, but charming all the same.
You don't like these clothes? Seriously?
Well, I wouldn't be caught dead in them. But lucky for you, I hear you're quite good at staying alive.
How'd you end up here?
I'm here on business. A man thinks I'm better off dead. I beg to differ. Right now, he's waiting for me in some dusty hideout with a full staff of gunners. I hope to match him gun for goon.
Anything I can do to help?
Yes, there is. Perhaps you'd be interested in being my personal goon. Or gun, if you prefer. And in exchange, I will be yours. It doesn't matter who plays what role first. Just say the word and I'm right behind you.
Let's go.
Our enemies are as good as dead, darling.
You need something done? I'm your man.
Hey.
What's up? You got something for me, boss?
I think it'd be best if we went our separate ways.
If you say so. See you back at home, boss.
Pleasure. Or are you hungry to be somebody
Yeah?
else? So sit down your pretty face. You came to the
we should be careful. Family reunions in my house tend to start with bullets and end with blood. Of course, in between there's arguments, dancing, and champagne. To be honest, I'm not sure which is more dangerous.
Hey.
Yes, my dear?
No, never mind.
I never do. Well, let's see. It appears this isn't Barnaby at all. In fact, it's my older brother, Arthur. Hard to be sure, given he's a ghoul, but I can tell by the eyes. They're incredibly pretentious. We should... search the body for a holotape. The letter said the combination would be on that.
If you're wondering how I got Barnaby's number, well, let's just call it magic. After all, I know how much you hate comic books, and mysteries even more so. Knowing how annoyed you must be is a small consolation. As for the inheritance, I am nothing if not a man of my word. My number is 14. And Barnaby's is 82. As far as I know, you already have Antoinette's and Margaret's. I won't ask how you got them. I know Antoinette was always going to be the first to die, and Margaret perished the day she tried to put her brain into that machine. For all her intelligence, it boggles the mind how stupid she could be. Either way, congratulations. You've won. Perhaps it would have been easier if we just shared the world like Father intended, instead of trying to outlive each other through various means. In the end, we outlive society itself. I take comfort knowing you'll be stuck forever in this awful, decrepit place.
Heads up.
If nothing... So, that's why he insisted on holotapes. Even in death, Arthur found a way to get the last... I loved that about him, as much as I despised everything else. But I am sad that he's gone. He was family, after all. Which means the infection I suffered in D.C. has yet to subside.
Maybe you should find a doctor.
I'm afraid modern medicine can't cure the disease of caring. Well, either that or the stimpaks I've been using are defective. But I'm long past the days when I saw it as a sin. In any case, we need to find out who killed him and why.
After what happened to my family, I can understand.
Thank you. Although by no means do I want to compare scars. I'd venture mine are hardly worth mentioning compared to yours. At the very least, I'm sure your family spent their days not trying to kill each other, as opposed to 200 years doing the opposite.
What do we do now?
One thing we won't do is give up. If Arthur's dead, that means someone killed him, and that person had to have a motive. Granted, that list might be infinite, so it's best we start at the top.
Why the glum face? I thought random murder was routine around here.
Huh. I'm just as surprised as you are. I'm beginning to wonder who I am, and what I've done with the real Audrey. In fact, the last time I saw one of my siblings, I almost waved hello. Fortunately, my insanity lasted only until the first bullet grazed my neck.
What do you think happened to him?
If I had to venture a guess, I'd say this is Margaret's work. You can tell by the lasers and dead robots. And if Margaret's really alive, perhaps you'll want to work together. My sister would know this, of course. See if you can't find another clue somewhere. Hopefully with an address and directions. It's strange how things from the old world are valued. The phrase, rags to riches, takes on an entirely new meaning.
Heads up.
I found this old photo. Ah, I know the place in the picture. A pre-war cafe for dilettantes and socialites, and a post-war nightclub for hustlers and scabs. Old enough to feel safe, but new enough to be dangerous. That's my sister for you. One step ahead with 2 left feet. Well, we shouldn't keep her waiting. Let's go.
When running synths out of the wealth, Wastelanders can be a bigger problem than even the Institute.
Analyzing.
That courser won't be bothering anyone again.
Mission's outcome correctly predicted. Warning. Odds of more coursers being discovered are extremely high. Reward for service delivered.
Are you injured? It's a wonder you...
I traded some lead with the courser outside Dayton. Watch your 6 out there.
There's more going on than you know. Trust me.
Hi.
Hey, you keep placing Milas, and I'll keep paying you. Could always use more Milas placed, if you're interested. Or we could just do some business.
Excuse me. I followed the Freedom Trail to get here, just like you. To be honest, I've forgot half the code, not to mention the order.
Anything you want to talk about?
As much as I'd like to see, with everything that's going on.
If you're heading out, why not come with me?
You know... Alright.
I got the Code Defender password for Patriot.
Excellent work. On our side, we've gone through your report. It was extraordinary. So many pieces of the puzzle clicked into place. Our final analysis indicates the Institute is far more formidable than we ever feared or imagined. If we stage a mass breakout, Patriot's 13 synths will undoubtedly be the last we ever save. Instead, we use this one chance to rescue all the synths. Every last one of them.
Tell me the next step, then.
The Institute will never let their slaves go without a fight. So the heart of our problem is manpower. Even if we call in all our agents, and we will, we won't be able to hold our own against the Institute for long. Talk with C-114. If the synths down there want freedom, they must fight and risk their lives to earn it.
Z1 seems capable of that.
We always thought Patriot was the savior of the synths. But it may be more accurate to say that Z1 is. As much as we owe Patriot, we can't be certain how committed he is. If he learns we're willing to kill to free synths, he may not have the stomach for it. So get what you need from him and then cut him loose. Good luck. We're all with you.
Can I talk
get
to
that
you?
it's great
Something on
he's
your
got all
mind?
this confidence now, but I miss the old Travis.
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill. They're planning to recapture the synths there.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. There's nowhere else that's safe we could put them. Maintaining your cover is vital. But the sacrifice is just too great.
We'll lose a lot more than 4 synths if the Institute kicks me out.
Then we need to make sure you stay in their good graces. We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. But now we have a chance to turn the tables. We wait until the enemy is in position, then we hit them hard. No one they send out comes back alive except you. Understand?
So much could go wrong. It's too risky.
With Glory, you, and additional reinforcements, I believe we have a fighting chance. We can't attack too early. We need to draw them into the kill zone, and then spring the trap. You'll know when. You'll probably have a Courser escort. You'll have to take him down. You've done it before, but it'll still be dangerous.
Taking down a Courser on top of everything else, it's too much.
It's a risk, but it's one we have to take. So get it done.